Okay, what's up, everybody? I don't actually know if anything's even working right now. Before I start the game, um, I don't know about anyone else, but I've had a dog shit weekend already, and it's been barely 24 hours. Um, as I was complaining about before, I think on the last Witcher video, like my PlayStation, the actual DualSense that I use for my PlayStation, has gone completely off the rails. So the stick drift issue is completely out of control. Like it's I don't know why I keep saying completely. It's absolutely 100% foobar. So I said screw it, and I bought a Midnight Black DualSense, brand new one. Not that you can find used controllers anywhere anyway, besides like GameStop. I bought a brand new one, same day delivery, and then literally less than 3 hours later, it was delivered to my doorstep. And then I had headphones on, I guess, at the time, so I didn't hear it. And then by the time I got the notification, and then I had to do something else on my phone, which took like 2 minutes. By the time I got the notification and opened the door to pick it up, someone had fucking stolen it. It was literally 12 minutes from delivery, photo being taken and sent to my phone, to someone fucking stealing it off my doorstep, which I thought was grand because I've never had anything stolen from my porch before. I looked around and I immediately was like, okay, that's great. I don't know who possibly could have stolen it because there was like no one anywhere at the time yesterday. It was, I mean, the area I live in, my neighborhood used to be like empty and dead and no one was ever here. That changed at one point, and then yesterday was like it used to be. There was just no one here at all, so I don't know who stole it, unless it was literally the Amazon driver or my crazy like meth head neighbor who doesn't own a PlayStation. Nor do I know why she would have stolen it other than meth. But anyway, I don't know if she's actually a meth head. I just gonna call her that until I move out because I hate her and she's the worst person ever, especially as a neighbor. Anyway, all that said, I tried to get a refund. Amazon was like, "Oh yeah, well we can't do that until at least Monday if he doesn't show up." I'm like, "Motherfucker, it did show up. It's gone." And I ended up buying another one, so I just got that like an hour ago, 2 hours ago maybe. This time I was literally just standing there waiting with the door open. Funny how it's easier to get a controller delivered when it's still dark outside. But if it's daylight, then someone apparently teleports onto your porch and steals your shit. All that said, on the Wake 2, let's go. Everything's on Ultra 4K. I've never recorded anything at 4K. I never used the microphone on this computer, so I don't know how anything is going to go. This may be a total waste of time. But let's find out. We'll do normal. See how shittily this runs. If it runs shittily at all, then we're going to have a problem here.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Who's this creepy Hellboy looking motherfucker? Is this the first time you've ever been able to play as a fat guy? Is there a photo mode? Why do games launch without photo mode? Okay, so I'll be looking for a photo mode mod on my Patreon subscriptions in the next few whatevers. I also transferred my mic over to the new computer. Ended up breaking the microphone mounting arm, so I had to go dig up the original one that came with it, and then I'm missing the spacers that go with it. So I MacGyvered this shit together. But all that being the case, whatever issues I was having with the headphone cord and the sound cutting out, it's the microphone itself. It's not the cord, because it's still happening. Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks vaguely familiar, kind of. I remember the island where the cabin was, kind of looking like it was out in the middle of this lake, but I remember it being bigger. And then also, I guess I should say, I've obviously played the first game and American Nightmare several times, but it's been a long-ass time. I think the first game came out in 2011, and then American Nightmare came out on our Xbox Live Arcade in like 2012. It's not even dark. How could they possibly? Because they're not real. This is the most captivating intro. He was a dirty fat guy. Dirty fake. Dirty naked fat guy. I can't understand a word that. That's Alan Wake, apparently. Oh, okay. Is there stamina? There shouldn't be. Oh, I don't want to. Where do I go? Is this dude just going to get murdered at the end of this? Like, this is the tutorial for movement? Can't step over this tree, obviously. Get to the light, my friend. Get to the light. Also, this is not running very well. I guess I'll just die then. Cult of the what? So you're not supposed to have subtitles for this? Also, I don't know if the game is running like shit or if it's just uh, I'm going from a 144 hertz monitor to a 60 hertz monitor because I just bought this one temporarily, so I could do 4K before I get my real monitor because I'm gonna get an ROG Swift, uh, which has like all the features and costs $1 jillion. Why do you keep fucking changing shit on me? So all this, I guess, is disabled if you have on ray tracing. Yeah, I'm not really impressed with the performance, but I don't have the frame rate monitor on.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm done.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Ed, stop! Run!
He's just straight up naked. Well, obviously. They cut out his heart? I guess that was Saga and her partner is Ed. Or is it Sage? Yeah, okay, so I was right. The dude dies at the end of the intro. It reminded me of the end of Somerville. Just the sound.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
Ashmore again.
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
Is Night
This
Springs...
is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Is Night Springs the Twin Peaks-ish show that from the... Hey, it's Sam Lee. From the first game? Well, and...
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley.
What's up with the audio
Take
desync?
lead. Think of me as the backup.
It, like, it's massively desynced.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Okay, that shouldn't be happening either. This game badly needs a patch. I can tell that
A
much
deputy
already.
was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Apparently, I need to turn on frame generation. Okay, I mean, that's like slightly better. Okay, I guess that's playable. What? I don't know what that button is. Oh,
I
you
think I hear
mean
someone.
the touchpad that
Here we
literally
are,
never
deputy.
works? Yeah.
I can go take a look.
I like how it detects that it's a dual sense, but it doesn't actually work correctly.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading
Saga.
this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was
Is this the
getting
guy
that, Thornton.
that?
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
FBC. That was an organization in Resident Evil, wasn't it? It was the precursor to the
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
BSAA.
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
I want to go back this way.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Oh, now the button works.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I hate when games do this. Like they force you to press the button that is telling you to press it in the tutorial when you've already figured it out. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. For a game that everyone is saying, you know, all these reviewers are like, "Oh, this is the best looking game I've ever seen." I disagree. Highly disagree. Can I leave this mind place? I got it. We're done here.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I'm gonna go check something out.
Are there going to
Be
be
right back.
collectible manuscript pages? We get the bolt cutters. As usual.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Has anyone ever felt safe in a forest? Or a jigger? That's cool. You can read the whole article. Yeah, I don't know. I think the issue is just that I'm so used to 144 per second that anything less looks terrible. Starting fires is prohibited. They don't say.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
It's 2 feet. 3 feet. Do you get to actually play? You do, don't you? That would be ridiculous to have an Alan Wake 2 without being able to play Alan Wake.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
No, it's Saga. Mortar Falls. Oh, mortar and pestle. I was like, doesn't really resemble a mortar tube. Surprised you can actually run through that. In like 90% of other games, that would just be an invisible wall. Invisible wall.
This is not the right way. I have a case to get back to.
Thanks, I couldn't tell. That's
Did you
not
get
the exact
lost?
reason I was going up there. Do the game.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Here together at the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time. How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Wonder. I mean, maybe if I stop recording, it might run a little bit better. Which is cold. No items. Flare rounds? Flares. I think those are flare gun rounds or just flares.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Oh, yep. Manuscript fragments. Upgrade weapons with manuscript fragments? Yeah, the performance of this game is very unimpressive. I don't know what hardware these reviewers are using, but I mean, I could get faster RAM, that's about it. could probably turn off ray tracing. It's probably pointless anyway to use path tracing on this. That's not an item I can pick up? It's clearly a page of something. Is this where we jump down? I think this part may have been in the previews. I think usually that's what they do. They show like very early parts of the game when they do this previews. Use that axe.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
I do like that you can walk through most of this foliage. Most games would be like, nope, that's an invisible wall too.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Confused, question mark? Taking it.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Look, so you can actually manually turn the flashlight on and off. See, that's a feature that like no game has. Like Half-Life, Doom, Half-Life 2, Last of Us Part 2, that's about it. And Last of Us Part 1, kind of. What's up with this, these pagan symbols here?
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. Okay, so this has to be a puzzle solution for something, right? There's too many to remember.
So it's like Last of Us. You can only turn the flashlight on in certain areas. Um, so how are you supposed to know which one goes where? Oh, okay. Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. That was right. Wash your hands. Take the chicken. Okay, so it's that one. That's literally what I put. The up, the down, the other up, down, and then the left, right. Those. Was that a VHS tape? Is there a? Yes. No, what? The general store. God, this performs like shit. I can't handle it. How do I get to the map? There's a map, right?
11 remaining.
General store. Why can't she run in the headspace, the mind space?
you get lost, Anderson?
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
Yeah, that's me. Mulligan told me you were coming the other way. Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Doesn't look right.
I'm supposed to put it somewhere. I'm not sure.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound, chest cut open, heart removed. That's it. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. No. Boot prints,
Okay.
indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
And you just ended up in the lake.
Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
They're maintaining that blend like the original game of, you know, real-time photos and computer-generated stuff. I did talk to someone.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Certainly wasn't Alan Wake 1. Oh, you can go. Okay, cool. So I can just stay here at the door.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Are we gonna see Barry again in this game? I don't
I
remember
think
if
that's everything.
if he died in the
For now, at
original.
least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
I mean, he must have died. There's no way he didn't die, right?
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
That's from the first game, right?
Too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click.
Yeah, these are all
Lights are off.
lines of dialogue from the
Somebody's
original.
home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This mug always cheers me up.
The worst one.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers.
Why did you lead me into
The
a
job
tree?
is unfinished.
That seems pretty
Casey?
complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Is this a cram hole? Oh, okay, now you can look at the...
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Is that... what's going on here? Someone knew they were here. What would they do? Even if they knew it would end up hard around, leading them on. I can't read what the rest of that says. The victim was one of their own FBI. Okay. I was like doing it the hard way.
A page full of text on one side.
That's a manuscript
Not a
page.
printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm, like a manuscript.
Exactly.
Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. the first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
The
the
words.
Yay!
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Oh, it is back.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Where's magic? I don't know.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Gross.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. That's not right. Huh. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Is the mine place a gun-free zone? Why did her gun disappear?
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. Gone missing.
We've heard this already. I like these new additions. These are cool. Like actually having to piece
I think
together
something's been put
everything.
inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it back.
Deciding what happens
Good.
to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Gate, like the one with the intercom? Or
Thanks.
this one? Or is that the same
Let's
one?
get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses.
So we're not going
the
to go
Bookers.
to the lake?
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Oh, different gate. Yeah, I'm liking the
Seems like a
gameplay
nice
so
town so
far.
far.
It
Very
definitely
sad.
feels a lot more responsive
Pretty
than the
woods.
original game,
Cute lodge we got set up in.
while
should
still
go for a hike if we get a
feeling the
chance.
same. The dodge button is the same,
Anderson.
with the same
Deputies
animation, so
aren't
I would
exactly
assume
up
it's
to
going
the
to work the
task,
same.
but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Manuscript pages before were much more of like just a collectible thing for an achievement, although they obviously were completely hooked into the story.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
What is the FBC? The Federal Bureau of something?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe.
Whoa.
And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
He like suddenly was talking over a radio. What I don't like is okay. Never mind. I was gonna say it seems like you have to go into the mine place and then walk up to the map, but that's incorrect. Working lots, FBC station. These. Can you go in the general store? Is that possible? And can you set up? These 12 rental cabins. I do. I really wish there was a mini map. Or not a mini map. I mean, I wish you could set map markers. This is the main road.
I need to find my way back.
You just teleported to the car, huh?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Let's not. I'm not searching every square inch of the forest.
Thornton told me we're shipping the body out. We'll take care of that for you. Don't you worry about that. Proper police work. You can trust us like you can trust the
blossoming and tickle lilies in
that was beautiful, Thornton.
Can you actually go in the general store? Because that's what I'm trying to do. If not, this is a big waste of time. So how do I? Why can't I? Okay. Yeah, so I need to go left and then straight. Oh, I'm pressing. Okay, you have to press. I see. You have to press the left side of the thing. Whatever the hell it's called. What the frick? Yeah, I don't think you can actually go inside. Could be wrong. This
Hey,
random
Casey.
ass.
What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the...
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
This random like camping site has cleaner, or it looks like a more functional laundry room than my apartment property.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
I was kind of hoping for more items. The sound design is really good. It had me worried for a second that the water dripping sound was in real life. Although I think they could have learned from Hellblade a bit with the, I don't know what it's called, the binaural sound. In that intro part where the, where Nightingale is hearing the voices. Have I been here? Open this? Okay, so I have been here. Y'all need to get on and moving that body. Why the music?
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Anyway, I'm gonna go run back to the car, then that's it for now. I gotta find out what a nightmare editing this video is gonna be. I feel like this is honestly a shortcut. Like, it's not really that much less distance than running back the way you came. This is where the car is. This drops down onto the cars. Okay. Hopefully you can manually save. No, you can't, of course. In that case, I guess I'll just go to the car.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and stop it there because I'm sure there's probably a checkpoint after that loading symbol. All right, so that's the beginning of Alan Wake 2. The entire game is to follow. Thanks for watching, and bye. Until next time.